This is from Senegal. Let's see if I can. Assalamualaikum, Mr. Diba. Okay, you are the first to arrive, huh? 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏. Okay, how is Minnesota? Okay, Allah Minnesota benyadi. Lin suwe benyo rajer. Nice. It's been a long time. Okay, I better not hear any. Oh shit! Hold on. Okay. Kamu kamu dulu baru manas. Don't you ever use that butter on me, please. Ngan. 𒂂𝒄𝒏. Mr. Diba, yo, I can't find the back. Yes. Okay, I can't find it. I'm found 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏. But in 2021, I think I came like 1 or twice. I felt like, let me come on, let's. I'm Mr. Jalan. Ramadan is alhamdulillah. I'm boring. I'm besamba, you know, but alhamdulillah, we are on it. Gambia Ramadan, Gambia Ramadan. You know. At least now we are consistent time, 7 o'clock, 7:15, you know, all the time. Kita buat toyon robler, mukala fulan. Yes. Cutting fast. Oms, baraka, no, I gotta find it. Yeah. It's been a while, man. Now I'm got time to Gambia kanya bopa serut. Jam boro da mala, you know, bakalo. Pa Gambia Ramadan, you know. This is Kenyadi. Okay, you know, this is Kenyadi. Ramadan. But it's nice. I like it. At least it's consistent, you know. It's not like Europe, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you know. Yeah, so alhamdulillah, at least we know. Yeah. It's good. Guys, it's good to see all you guys again. It's been a long time. I haven't really come on live in 𝒘𝒂𝒃𝒔. You know what, when I share it back, I cannot keep writing everything. I cannot keep writing. It's a monkey there. Yeah, so you know what, let me just we gonna catch our demanding, exchange ideas and blow off some steam. You understand? Kabira sometimes. So there's a few things that I wanna, you know, buttress on, talk about, throw ideas out there, you know, just once in a while can you have global blend. Yeah, so it is one of those days. I was just sitting here and a lot of shit on my head, you know. And yeah, Tom, I got it. I'm from I like Jerry. Yeah, tell your boss next if I'm back on now. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, in a nutshell, basically, well, I feel like once in a while, let's come out here and exchange ideas. And you also hakilola kachaleke, you know. Nata, maybe I'll bring Nata later. I don't know his schedule. Naman kaja jadingan aja. So, but yeah, I wanted to focus on basically there's a lot of happenings. Kunyama Bikering, Bangkok on the political, the sub-region, our neighbors, Senegal, there's a huge development. It has, it could have, great implications on our country and going forward. Basically, it's gonna have to change dynamics. These events in Senegal will definitely have an impact unless it can they became 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏. So 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, I want to start with the images that I saw today of Macky and Diomaye and Sonko, basically in the palace, basically hand in hand, bulu dum bulu, dobe duna dobe fentila, simbe duna simbe fentila. The image me bring direct, well for in trigger, it really kind of got me going. It made me really sad. Not like come in a jealous way, come jealous of Senegal, but I knew look here, because I looked at that thing. There's not a single Gambian alive today. There's not a single Gambian alive. It doesn't matter. A Gambian caring men a peaceful transfer of power. Coming a menje B. Marketing Diomaye. Kabulo dinyola. Siye dun siye fin de Cairo kono. Without no kamuto, without kanyo dete, aninka impasse ke wala ka kudetake. Gambia the caring. The last time we saw a transfer of power, one administration to another administration in this country, was the lowering of the Union Jack, the British flag, 1965, Makati Square. Kabir wolo. I just sat today and really, even my parents, my father, my mom, like in days, I'm 40-something years old. I've never seen this. As a can could be like, okay, what does it mean? What do you mean by in a manager anything? Like, what significance does it have? I'll tell you what significance does that have. Besi ngasi jan nga foko gamen Senegal ntemo e camera sound in banko. Ni futara Dakar camera be arjanale. Futara Madi, Mermoz. You see development ita jamnyaajo benin factory. You understand? All these things are there. Development, investment, cement factory, road factory, chocolate factories, sugar, everything. Petrol, like I said, depots, investment pouring into Senegal. You come to Gambia, nobody wants to touch this country. And we cannot develop without investment. FDI, specifically, foreign direct investment. People coming here and doing large capital investments. Yeah, family. Senegal, the reason why they have that, what does it mean for them? This is what we just saw here. This is the fourth time this is happening in Senegal. Senghor yari dumala, Abdou Diouf. Abdou Diouf yari dumala, Abdoulaye Wade. Abdoulaye Wade yari dumala, Macky Sall. Macky Sall yadi. So, what does it mean? You want to sanctify. I'll ask the questions. I told right now. If anyone of you right now, I told me sitting there being a $1 billion dealer, or let's say you're working for some multinational corporation, but you're Gambian, okay? You are managing that corporation in America or whatever, and I give you $1 billion, let's say $10 billion investment, you go left and you invest in Africa, around West Africa, between Gambia, Bissau, Casamance, whatever. I have this money. I want to invest this $10 billion in maybe, let's say, a refinery or some major investment. And you are Gambian. You give me that portfolio. Now, the first thing I will do as a smart guy or any investment firm, the first thing they check before they go and pour these billions of dollars in any country, they do what? Due diligence. They will check you. And one of the key things you will check, they will deploy that bank or that investment firm, they will deploy what? Political science. So, the first thing they check is your stability, your history of stability. So if I'm this investor guy with $1 billion or $10 billion to invest, they give me a choice, choose one country. I am a Gambian, yes, I love my country. But I looked at this investment portfolio, and then now I have to do my due diligence on these countries. Gambia la paladokang, Senegal la paladokang, Senegal la paladokang in 1960 years. Ibakang, from one president to another president to another president to another president, not a single time keso fighter, not a single time impasse keta, not a single time new jakando keta, sinka do sinka findi. Okay, go no problem. Go Landia, ndare was Gambia. Na Gambia jibe, coup d'etat. After 30 years, yalo fana manya kelan. Wasangi tasa bo mo fana fo. Fana man says make sangil tang akayandela. Ya faham? 2 times yiboje. Fine, you overstayed your tenure. You did good things at the beginning. Jawara did fine. You know, institutional law, economic law, I found it, but you overstayed. So we went 30 years of nothing. Boom, coup d'etat. Yellow banda. Koleketa. We na system will change. Bija ko denga sanyi mo ani fula. Mamfam bono fana kono. We went. Okay? Nara ngombo fana bondila. Another ganye keda. Peaceful transfer man keno. Another impasse for Nigerian fighter jet on that, flying over Gambia, basically for the troops on the ground. Basically a war, a crisis. So it has to take war for us to every time Mansanya the Fintal and in Drajang, in Boko sending 2 million people, and man fancy. Every time that we have to change Masakunda for Kesosi bomb. Pleno eti Sojerolena Mole Janjang. Every time. So me as an investor with $10 billion, you give me these 2 countries. Even though Gambia has a lot of advantages, you know, we do English and everything, but I am not going to put my money in Gambia. Yes, I'm a Gambian. You give me $1 billion, I'm not going to put it in Gambia because I am not guaranteed. Because you have shown me, anytime one president befindra dobe dunna ma sibo kaka wata. Impasse lembi wala kurira the next time. So atul man history sort of hadamaya kake modi. Ka institutional law ye bambang ye banko protect. Nyumen ko be kalantela na institutional function ye control. Comme bire makisala ka mamana constitutional na keta ye Senegal protect. Ndol mo sort. So if you give me a chance to spend $1 billion in Senegal, a choice, of course, in Senegal or Gambia, all I have to do is pull up your credit, your report card from 1960 or 1965. I pull it up all the way down to 2023. Then I will say, nope, you are not fit to handle $10 billion. You deserve to be poor because you choose to be poor. Because I can't take a moti. Dal, yendro, new dakando lanja, new chiki chakar. Almang Hansal, Tangi Tawar, Tangi Talu, 59 years of independence. Senegal for the saying, I as an investor sitting in the corner after 𝒂𝒑, of course. Now I'm 100% confident that now it has happened 4 times. There's 150% chance 𝒂𝒑 will give it to somebody. Now I'm 100% sure. But 𝒂𝒑 also will insist. Sorry guys. Yeah, somebody kept insisting calling. So now this is why when we look at Senegal and Gambia, we see this vast difference. Senegal develop, so to get Senegal come Europe, of course, because they've been consistently getting this investment coming, investment coming because of good governance. And then peaceful transfer of power. Anytime there's a peaceful transfer of power, there's investor confidence. People have confidence in your country. They'll bring big banks. They'll bring big investments. They'll bring cement factories. They'll bring road factories. They'll bring corrugate factories. They'll bring petrol stations. They'll bring everything because they have confidence that we are okay. This is it. This is the major difference. So when I saw this picture today of Jomai and Maki, people were all sentimental about, oh yeah, you know, yalla, musa, blah, blah, blah. I was not thinking about that. They'll be fine. Yes, they can have their own little whatever. This is human nature. They might have squabbles here and there, whatever. That doesn't matter. Whatever, no matter what happens between Sonko and Jomai, I don't care. What matters here for Senegal as a bigger picture is that their country has scored yet another big point against their small neighbor, small disadvantaged neighbor with no basically advantages. We've robbed ourselves of everything. Tous. No democracy, no rule of law. We have nothing. Even simple things like peaceful transfer of power, we cannot do it. Like I said, no Gambian alive today, I don't care how old they are, 55, 70, 80 years old, have never seen Mansay do Mansay Finti. Never. That's embarrassing. 59 years of nationhood, not even once. Just like this, Nyapinkong, what. Every time there's a president leaving, there has to be an impasse. And you think and some investors will come and put their money here. Well, and all we see is just to be Arab investors, this nonsense, you know, Chinese, young, you know, some Lebanese, you know, whatever. This Karafi Jana, you know, this Mohamed Bazi. Bandior, you never see any credible institution or organization or company like Shell, you know, all of this. They will never come here. All we're gonna have is Bandi investors. They call them briefcase investors. They come here, you know, investment men. They don't care about Gambia. They will just come and exploit and go. But look at Senegal. Go to Diamniadio. I go to Dakar all the time. Every time I go there, I'm looking left and right on that highway, that Diamniadio stretch, and I'm scared. I'm really scared. The reason why I'm scared, if you go and read about the Africa free trade that's coming, as in after, you know, there's this free trade agreement that's going to come later on down the line where basically we are forced to trade within ourselves. If you bring in a product from Europe that's already produced in an African, neighboring West African country, where you have to buy from that neighboring West African country if they're producing that same product. If it's cement, you cannot bring cement if Senegal is bringing cement. Those laws are coming. So Senegal is positioning itself as a factory for West Africa. Go to Diamniadio, wallahi, from is it Geja to whatever, to coffee, to Ovaltine, they make everything. So once the IFTA, Africa Free Trade, whatever, they have a name for it. Once that's in place, then our laws becomes, now we have to, before we import everything, we have to buy it from our neighbor. Oh, no, you want rod? You want cement? Okay, it's right here. Sokasim will give you, or Salam, whatever, cement in Dakar, okay? You want to import or whatever, you want to bring some, tomatoes or tomato paste, oh, it's right here, Senegal. You don't have to import, we got it. Oh, you want, oh, no, we got it. So we're always going to be in this point where Senegal is going to be our factory. Senegal is going to be our China. Just producing and dumping in Gambia because we have no choice. We have not built our industries to cater to our economy, to keep the money here. So money will keep flowing out. Flowing, safer, foreign currency flowing. We want to retain. We want to have products here. We also want to make our shoes, you know, our slippers, our corrugates, our cement, you know, here. The way the money stays. But Senegal is overpowering us with so much investment coming from outside. It's becoming very, very difficult for us to compete. In the next 10 years, I'm afraid. I love the Gambia, but there's a guy listening here right now. He's watching Kausu. Ask him. He's always in Dakar. Hey, na boss Mohamed Sanyang. My boss is here. Salute Mohamed. Guy have a nabwe but anyway, so this is what's happening. So we are losing. Politically, these things have implications. This stupidity that we have in Gambia right now, new months of Kalantawal, when the time we was 20-something years of this, wallahi, I insane, come and understand. So when I saw this photo today with Jomai, this thing, I knew, not out of jealousy or anything like that. I just looked at them like, wow, I'm falling way more behind. Because now investors are going to flock in. People are going to come. They will dump money in Senegal. They've listened to the programs of 𝒂𝒑𝒐𝒏. They know he's a nationalist. He's going to try to build national industries to retain the money in Senegal. The ideas are good. The platform is ready. Jamñajo is flourishing. It's just a matter of just building upon what Macky started and what the visionary Abdoulaye Wade, because he's one of the, we have to give him credit. Before Abdoulaye Wade, Senegal was also not, they were okay, you know, democratically, but they didn't get their shit together. You know, the Lebanese basically controlled their whole lives. And when he came up with the same mentality, the same idea that Ousainou Darboe had in 2021 of creating about 100 and something millionaires, Gambian millionaires, helping them, giving them the resources to grow. This is what Ousainou was going to do in 2021. He made that pledge. I don't know how many millionaires, for I think it's 100. He mentioned it. I'll follow create Lanu by applying the same Abdoulaye Wade method, giving them resources, giving them money, give them soft loans, let them go and invest and bring resources to the Gambia. Create jobs, create more millionaires, Bangoy prosper. This is how you do. When Macky Sall came, he created, Abdoulaye Wade, he created millionaires, billionaires, people like Babakar Ngom. You know, Anta Babakar Ngom, you know, the candidate, Anta Babakar Ngom, yes, his father, Babakar Ngom, is the owner, founder of Sedema Group. He was in his 50-something, he was almost 60 years old when Abdoulaye Wade came. He has been doing poultry for a while. And this is a good example here. This is a good example. That guy, Babakar Ngom, has been struggling to establish poultry industry in Senegal. He has the knowledge. He was doing small scale, trying his thing, but he needed that push. He never had that push. When Abdoulaye Wade came, he said, okay, you've been doing this for a long time. You're almost in your 60s now. You know the knowledge, you know the infrastructure. All you need is money to get to the next stage. Boom. Yeah, supply. Your soft loans, boom. Within a few years, he is now the catalyst why Senegal stopped importation of chicken and eggs. Now you go to the Senegalese border right now from Gambia, take a crate of eggs, custom will take and destroy it. Nothing enters in Senegal. Nothing, no eggs or chicken from Gambia will cross that border unless custom don't see you. Babakar Ngom is the reason for that. He's the architect. Now he branched into KFCs and things like that. And his daughter, Anta Babakar Ngom, is the one that was contesting elections for presidency. Yeah, he's now a billionaire. Created by who? Abdoulaye Wade. Because without Abdoulaye Wade, he would still be that struggling poultry farmer, trying here and there, here and there, here and there. Okay? But Abdoulaye Wade came and dumped him on it. The guy that also on Inco, you guys go to Inco, right? If you live in Gambia, you see Inco, where they sell the tools and things like that. That guy was also made by Abdoulaye Wade. It's a lot of them, billionaires. You understand? So this is, Abdoulaye Wade was a catalyst. Macky came and built upon that. Now 𝒂𝒑𝒏 is building upon the sweat and hard work of Macky and Abdoulaye Wade. They did a really good job. So 𝒂𝒑𝒏 is on his platform now, obviously with a different ideology, which is to uplift Senegal and make sure Senegal takes control of its natural resources. This is the only difference. He is focused on what Senegal has, the Senegal natural resources, how the best can I make use of these natural resources so Senegal is safe and 𝒂𝒂𝒏. You understand? This is his, that's the only thing that he's slightly different from the Macky and them, but the philosophy means the same, Senegal. So that's what I saw from that that photo today, and it really had a somber effect on me, and I felt like I should explain what the image meant economically. What is the broader impact? What is the broader impact of those images? Who did Jammeh and Barrow made? Well, Jammeh made Amadou Samba, I think. Mohamed Bazi, Tajuddin. Who? I don't know. Who did Jammeh make him? Yeah, maybe tough a little bit, and then they fell out. So yeah, but it's mostly Arabs because they don't want. These people they just talk about Pan-Africanism, but they don't believe in that. See, that's the thing. So when you see Senegal, that's why I don't get jealous when I have my debates with my Senegalese counterparts. I don't fight them. I see them. I mean, I go to their country. I see what they're doing. You cannot fault them. Yeah, they deliberately made sure their country is that way. You understand? So it's up to us. So I saw that photo. I said, let me say something about that. And I also want to, congratulate them for 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒏 for what they did here. From my heart of hearts, it's heartwarming to see this. It's not a very common picture you see in Africa as a whole. Africa as a whole, we have a problem. Not many countries are having this handshake change of governments. It's not happening, and it needs to happen more, because the more it happens, the more economies grow, the more investors, foreign direct investments will pour in, because confidence is building. Look at Ghana. Ghana during Jerry Rawlings era in Ghana. If you want, I mean, the city was so bad. I heard if you want to go buy bread, you take like a wheelbarrow with bags of money, because the city was basically done. After Jerry Rawlings, within 10 years, 2 presidents came in, in and out, boom, Ghana blew. Ghana's city went off the roof. It's almost close to the dollar. They're like this. The dollar and the city is like, I don't know, 5 and 1, something like that. $1 to like 5 cedis. That's insane. Banks like Barclays Bank started coming, HSBC, like proper financial institutions start coming to Ghana. That means confidence. Look at Gambia. The last proper bank that we have here, international bank, where you can transfer money from Europe to America without having to go through an intermediary bank. A proper bank here, the last one we had was Standard Chartered. They're gone. They sold it to Access Bank. So now we are left with Nigerian banks, Bandi Banko, banks that international banks wouldn't allow them to transfer money directly. You have to go through a parent bank in UK or whatever, and then do your transactions from America or UK if you want to transfer money straight to your account. That's how low confidence we have in our banking system. But you go to Ghana, you find Barclays Bank, Barclays UK, they're there, HSBC Bank. So it's easier to do trade. If you're a trader in Ghana, you're buying oil, sugar, whatever, petroleum, you don't struggle. You just go to Barclays Bank, boom, you make your transaction, do it. Here, try to buy a container of, products, or like a ship of sugar, just to lay hands on foreign currency, and then take that foreign currency, take it through the banking system. They transfer it to their parent bank. Their parent bank transfer it to another, to the buyer. Oh my God, dude, you don't understand the struggle the traders are going through here just to make ends meet, just to bring this pig milk, this omela, this sugar, this attire to your table. That's why everything is expensive. If you calculate their costs, chicken expensive because you have to buy corn. To buy corn, you have to go to the bank, put that money. They have to, it's terrible. So we haven't built these foundations to help economic growth. You understand? And so we are in this stagnated place of brouhaha, tani najana. You don't even know what's going on. So it's really, it's disheartening. I say, congratulations to Senegal for what they just achieved. It's a lesson for us. We need to get our shit together, man. Yeah, we cannot keep falling behind. It's just, this is not even politics anymore. This is beyond politics. Wallahi. So when I hear this whole nonsense, this tribal politics, blah blah, I don't want this guy to, I'm like, dude, what are you guys? Do you guys even understand what is at stake here? It's so frustrating, really. So yeah, I'll leave that at that. Yeah. So I want to touch a little bit on 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒏 leadership. This past few days, you've seen a lot of debates. Obviously the euphoria that you saw with the 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒏 win, it has invigorated a lot. I funding it's a final. Everybody's like, oh wow, nah, let's go. Yeah, young people, blah blah blah. And it's good. It's good that young people are getting inspired. It's a very, very noble thing. We've been looking for this for a long time. And it's like Africa is heading towards that now. Young people are getting inspired, by what's happening around the sub-region. And now Senegal has definitely shown us the way, okay? I love that. I love how that's happening. But I want to bring a little bit of reality to the situation here. I'm not trying to be a party pooper, but let's talk. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's delve a little bit into this whole euphoria, this whole Pastef thing, the youth leadership debate, or discussion that's happening in the wake of Pastef's victory. Gambian youths are not let me see. I don't want to use a word here that somebody will take offense to, but we are not prepared, and we need to go back to the drawing board and understand certain things in life. I was talking to 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 doing last time. Comments were like, okay, the youths need to be given the opportunity now. Yeah, you want to give the opportunity. So, and I was like, okay, so keywords here, give. I say let's look into this word you just use, give, and then use the word opportunity. And I'm like, okay, so you. I was like, okay, do you realize one thing in life? I don't know how is your life experience. I don't know if you traveled and everything, but one thing in life that you need to understand, get in your head now before it's too late, that there are few things in life. I don't like to hear the word give when those words are being mentioned. There's two things. People don't give opportunity. Opportunity and freedom. These are two things they don't give you. Maybe it's from my life experience growing up in America. My brother is here, Fabram, he's listening right now. So, and a lot of people here also lived in America, and nobody gives you opportunity. You grab opportunity. In America, we said, grab that opportunity, grab it, attack. You understand? And then also freedom, nobody gives nobody freedom. The freest country in the world, the champion of whatever, freedom. Hey, Mr. Babu, how you doing? Jato, okay. The freest country in the world, in fact, the champion of freedom today is called the United States. When they were getting their freedom, nobody gave it to them. Patrick Henry, one of the founding fathers, you know what he said? He said the most extreme things you will ever hear. When there was this whole negotiation with Britain for independence, India mo ni barang-barang ko, hey, ada ko liberty or death. See, Patrick Henry didn't waste his time mumbling around, talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch her, let's talk, let's go have some conference in fucking UK, come out here, chill, blah, 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 getting this course, getting carried of it. I don't know. Britain would not give America their independence and freedom in a silver platter. It's never gonna happen. Nobody likes to give up that kind of privilege. I'm saying, you either give me liberty or you take my life. That's how America came about. They went to war, fought, and get their independence. So freedom, one thing, nobody gives it. Opportunity, nobody gives it. You grab it. Gambian youths, to grab this opportunity, take it. Pastef, that's what they did. They watched Senegal. They watched Macky Sall. The Macky Sall kurasi ko ni. Nyening Abdou Diouf man killing. Nying ani Abdoulaye Wade man killing. Nying ani Senghor man killing. Fende be nyimbala nyimman kende. They looked at Macky. They know Macky is not your regular Democrat. They know Macky has tendencies. They know Macky has tendencies to be a dictator. They know Macky, if not stopped, Macky has some animalistic tendencies. He's very, very crazy. Yes, Senegal had their presidents. They were all normal people. They had Senghor, they have Abdoulaye Wade, they have Abdou Diouf. None of them, none of these three. If you know Senegalese politics, I've been following them since Abdou Diouf Jamano. Nobody's like Macky Sall. He has a tendency to be worse than Yaya Jammeh, in fact. Okay? Pastef understood this. They watched him, they studied him, they said, this guy, Wallahi, this guy, if we don't devise a new way of fighting this guy, he's gonna basically swallow all of us here and then be here forever. Wallahi billahi, that was what was gonna happen. And I'll give an example. Imagine last election, Macky Sall's last election, his second term, Idrissa Seck came second. Sonko actually came like, I think third or fourth. Yeah, Sonko didn't do very well. Idrissa Seck was the guy. He was the leader of the opposition. Okay? The same Yambar Idrissa Seck you see here. Imagine, he came second. So literally, he was the head of the Senegalese opposition to whatever Macky is going to do. Whatever Macky was going to do, Idrissa Seck was the one Senegal relied on to stop Macky from going astray or basically destroying Senegal. Idrissa Seck was the guy. He was the one with the majority. He's the guy. It was not Sonko. Sonko had the talk, but not the votes. The votes, the people were behind Idrissa. But look what he did to Idrissa. Right after the elections, he came second, mind you. And right after the election, he swallowed Idrissa like a piece of cake. And you know how he did it? He gave him positions, privilege, money, power. Boom! Idrissa became this yambar, became nothing. He just basically finished this. And previously, before Idris, we had people like the strong, human rights activist called Alioune of Rado. I don't know if you guys during the Yajame struggle, if you were in the struggle during those days, you will know his name, Rado. Alioune, big critic of like what boom boom, big Pan-African. When Macky was ready for him, he basically liquidated him by money and position. Suleiman Jules Job, I don't know, during the struggle again, during Jammeh struggle, you heard his names. He swallowed them. Money and position. So Macky he's a Machiavellian, man. He's not a joke. So to stop this guy, you really have to be special. If people like Idrissa Seck can be just chopped like that, the guy been in politics since 1900. Now Macky just basically liquidated him, not even just by money. So he saw that. He said, okay, the 𝒕𝒊𝒏 saw this. They said, the only way to stop this guy is to devise a new plan. You have to be crazy. You have to be radical. You have to go hard. You cannot watch Macky and treat him like 𝒂𝒊𝒏 or treat him like Abdou Diouf or Senghor. He's going to swallow you. He's going to swallow you. So, dialogue, flip. So, every time dialogue command, I think I be liquidated. Senegal was zero. There was no man standing in Senegal. Khalifa Sall liquidated. Karim Wade liquidated. Everybody, he's the only one that had this character. No president in Senegal is that ruthless like Macky Sall. Sonko saw this. They knew this cannot end well. We have to devise a new plan, a new way of politics by being crazy and being ready to be beaten, to be tear gassed, to be jailed, to be killed. Nobody did that before Sonko because the situation hasn't arisen. Nobody gave them the reason. 𝒂𝒊𝒏 didn't give anybody a reason. Well, slightly at these last few days. Okay, yeah, but Senghor didn't. Abdou Diouf didn't give anybody that reason to be that way, to be what Sonko did. And in 𝒕𝒊𝒏, Macky Sall gave them the reason. He was not normal. He's an animal that needed to be confronted in a different way. And that's exactly what 𝒕𝒊𝒏 did. They went to the drawing board and grabbed their opportunity, fought for what they believed in, remained patient to work on the mind of the Senegalese. Their biggest obstacle, Sonko and his guys, was the mind of the Senegalese people. Because the society of Senegal has been so used to a certain type of life where corruption basically becomes second nature. You know what I mean? You gotta eat. The whole country eats. You understand? So it was difficult to convince people, to make them think that fighting corruption is actually good for us. Fighting these people, denying them from eating our money, is actually good for the common good of Senegal. It took a long time. So they had to work on the mind, get the mind ready, get the mind of the youth ready, and then start encroaching into the middle class, the independent voters. It took time. Sonko said it, almost 9 years. 9 years, not 9 days. 9 years of basically struggling and not knowing where the next meal is coming from. So the Senegalese citizens have to, basically rise up and support them from the diaspora and things like that. It wasn't easy. They went, Senegal is big. To traverse Senegal from Kolda to Kédougou, Ziguinchor, it's a vast area. But they have to go through the nooks and crooks of all these places, talk to people, spend their money, their resources, the heat, away from their family. Just believe in this message. A message that was very, very difficult for Senegal to accept. Senegalese are not usually radical. They have not had a radical movement for a long time. This is the first one. So it took a while to prepare their minds, the city people, the city boys, who are living comfortable lives. And all of a sudden now they start thinking, wow, okay, hey, I'm a militant, militant. That word never happened in Senegalese politics. Senegal, call them patriot. They call themselves patriot, they call themselves militant. That was new. That's why the establishment of Senegal had to label, they have to label Sonko at the beginning. They had to destroy his name, his character, and his reputation. Quickly, start throwing words like terrorists, Wahhabi, Markas, Amud Serin, Amud Ni, Duredon Tuba, Habakata Tuba, Amaninketan, Aning Yajamel Dogola, Kasamas Funkulma, Kasamas Jola, Funkulma, Kasamas separatists. All these labels, you heard them, were for a purpose. Because they know the message he was coming with, eventually it was going to catch on. So what do is you vilify his name. You throw mud at him. You call him names. Call him a Jola separatist. Tribalism, you know what I mean? You call it, you use the fear factor, terrorists, Wahhabi, all of these things. And finally, the rapist. So that was the pinnacle. Rapist was basically the last throw of the dice. Boom! They threw everything at him. So lessons are here. He didn't panic. When they start throwing, these words at him, he didn't denounce his Islamia. He didn't go and say, oh, sorry. He didn't run to some Serin in Tuba, say, Jebel Nala, because they're accusing me of Alma Serin. It's a lesson for UDP. UDP, they are here. They throw everything at you. Don't panic. Okay? Believe in what you believe in and keep on message. But every time they throw, oh, you're tribalist, oh, you run away. You start, oh, no, I'm not tribalist. That's why I don't answer tribal questions. I go somewhere, you ask me tribal, I just throw it back at you. I don't entertain it because it's nonsense. It's not supposed to be entertained in any decent political platform. Sonko, that's exactly what they tried with Sonko. The same thing that they tried with UDP, same formula. The Senegalese establishment were scared of what Sonko was going to bring. 9 years in the making. This whatever happened here took 9 years to come. From the beginning, they did everything. They saw him. They saw it coming. They said, let's just throw it at him. All kinds of labels. And one of the biggest labels that would have stuck with him was this whole Amud Serin. Senegal, to be honest with you, man, if Tuba don't come like this, Tiwawon, Medina, whatever, Medina Bay, don't come around you like that, dude. Your chance of making it is very slim. So that's the barrier Sonko had to break. Now you see boys coming and say, Serin, Gomulan. That never happened in Senegal. People come and say, Serin, Gomatu Serin, blah, blah, blah. That was a radical, that's a completely iconoclastic move. Completely antagonistic to Senegalese culture. If you know them, I go to Senegal a lot. I know how their mindset is. For these boys to come and say, "Suma Serin man le Gomatuma." So because Senegal, because Pastef stood their ground. The first time they were accused of Amun Serin, Amun Nina, Amun, they didn't panic. If they had panicked and ran away to Tuba, boom. Now they'd be like, oh yeah, that's another flip-flop, that's another, kid. But they stood their ground. They came with the Jola, the Jola thing. Casamance separatists. Tribalism and fear. Okay? They throw at him. Boom, 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 boom. Evidence here and there. Boom, boom. The more johnny. The father say Casamance. If you want to try, for my work. We go, okay, legi what happened? The one time they tried to link him with the Tuareg whatever movement, the Wahhabi terrorist movement, anti-terrorist mentality now, terrorist la. you know, after markas la markas yoo xam ne gëmuñ sëriñ. That is not good for Senegal. Senegal's economy has to have sëriñ. They have to have this murid mindset of go to Europe, bring your hadiya, dump it in Touba, make billions. Companies, you know, one of the richest people in Senegal are the Touba people. One of the biggest billionaires in Senegal are the Touba Murids. So if you break that cycle, you are breaking Senegalese culture and maybe economy. So Sonko was going after something that's bigger than him, but he never panicked. UDP, listen. Don't panic. Don't. When they accuse you, you know in your heart of hearts that you are not tribalists. You have wives. You have, you know, somebody like me. Look at me. My grandmother is Jola. Mama Susunde, but Jola Lamati. I have other people, you know, Fuller Bambala. My grandfather, you know, that's why my mom looked like a Fuller. My grandfather's mom is a Fuller from Labe. So you have all these things in me. How can I be? And you go to Europe, you have Femi Peters, my father. You know, Ibu Mane, Amadou Tal. You know, complete non-Mandinkas. They are like my father. I grew up with them. I am sitting there, and you're talking about tribalism. You're talking about tribalism where? Because we didn't do a very good job in telling our story and sticking by it. Have to stick, but that's what Sonko did. So there's lessons here. We learned something we can learn from Sonko, from 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔, and 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 learned a lot from us too. I'm going to come to that because our formation, if you look at our formational stage, how we all came about, is very, very similar. And then how things culminated, victory came. You know, so we have lessons that we can learn from each other. What I admire about them, they did not budge. All kinds of. Even the rape, the last dice, throw of the dice was the rape case with Adji Sarr. You know that was desperate. That was the last straw. Adji Sarr was basically, that's it. And we've tried everything. We've tried the class warfare, you know, it didn't work. Tribalism, no work. Religion, it doesn't work. Fear, terrorism, no work. What else? Nothing worked. 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 stood their ground. They didn't panic. All of these faces, all of the accusations, they could have just basically crumbled and started to prove, no, man, I'm a terrorist. Because oh, no, man, I'm not saying, them not saying Saru. Well, them not saying Muntaha, Zilo, Mangini saying Muntaha, they didn't do all that. They stopped, they knew what they believed in, they know the accusations were lies. They were pure lies to just basically score political points. That's it. So they understood that they kept on message and kept propagating their message. So they worked hard. Nothing was handed to them. They didn't say, give me the opportunity. Nobody gave them nothing. All all politicians that they had, you know, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, all these people, they're still there. Khalifa Saleh, they are there. They didn't go and tell Khalifa Saleh, yeah, Mema Mataho, Sapati. You know, Jai, they didn't do that. They went and created their own system, what they believed in. You don't believe in Khalifa Saleh? You don't believe in, what they call it, Idrissa Seck? And you have every right not to believe in Idrissa Seck. You have every right not to believe in, I don't know, to believe in Khalifa Saleh. So what do? You go create your own one that you like. You struggle. You start the foundation block and build your way up. It's never going to come easy. Nobody's going to hand anything to you. So this sense of entitlement, yeah, they want to, you say they want to live. This is what they did here in 2017. Soon as after 2017 hit, we had a movement called Not Too Young to Run. Yeah, you say I want to live in Pirim Param. But this whole you thing. Look what happened. And one of the leaders of that movement at that time was people like Dr. Ismaila Ceesay. One of the biggest advocates of youth, toxic tagul, blah, 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 blah. Look at them now. They went and formed what? CA, Citizen Alliance. At least they tried. Yeah, and that's what I told them. Look, I mean, one of my friends was part of the Citizen Alliance movement. I'm not going to name him here, but I had a call with him. I told him, congratulations for your, for your party and everything. But be prepared, be prepared to be broke. What do you mean? Of course, what do I mean? Why do you think Senegal got broke? Hussein was richer than all of you people. You, Dr. Sise, everybody, Hussein had more money than all of you. And his followers, they had money. Boro Suso, Dr. Sise, they have clinics. They were making money before 1994. Yeah. They, you know, they own homes in Pipeline, you know, American Embassy here, you know, Kotu. Those are affluent areas in those days. So they were not broke. So so, you know, I hope you're ready for the struggle. I'm glad that you formed CA. You are not part of the CA executive, blah, blah, blah. So I'm hoping you're ready to suffer, to go broke, lose money, lose friends. He was shocked, basically. He thought I was just playing. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Lo and behold, what? 1 year? Before 2 years, CA was done. Finished. They're not ready. CA had a rich opportunity to be that Usman Sonko movement, creating a whole new paradigm shift, a whole new movement. You guys remember when Dr. Sise was taken to police? Yeah, the kids, you know, the boys, you know, on the street, hey, freedom fighter, blah, blah, blah. That was it. That was the catalyst. You start from there and move to the next stage. Sacrifice. The refugees were all there, you know, the elder one, they have something Mendy, the former minister. Well, they were all, you know, young people. But what happened? Within 1 year, CA disintegrated. They couldn't do it. Nobody stopped them. They formed their party. They had their executive. They had their flashy, you know, launching, blah, blah, blah. Everything was nice and clean. After the launching, that's it. Now they face reality. What is the reality? Now you have to go to Fajikunda. You have to go to Busumbala. You have to go form your chapters in Sanyang, Kombo South, you know. You sit there one day, you know, like blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah, Dominic Bennett, sorry. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in this household. I know. It's not easy. When I tell them that they think this is just not a joke. It takes hard work. You know, if you ask Usman Sonko how many times he didn't sleep tonight in his own house, you know, I grew up, you know, I remember growing up, you know, in my household, you know, at night. Sometimes, you know, I'm trying to study my book, blah, blah, blah. At night, somebody come, oh, yeah, that one chairman came from Kia. Chairman. Another food, another shit. You get off the bed. He sleep in the bed. You go sleep on the floor. You know how many times I sleep in my friend's house? Because somebody came. Come, it's like chairman or whatever it is. You guys don't know what you're playing with. I don't, this political leadership thing, I don't want it. You guys never see me looking for GDP executive position. I don't want it. Last time they tried, I think the last one in Congress, the Janyambure, that was, I think they wanted to, some people asked me to go for one of the positions. But I was very reluctant. Luckily, I was talked out of it, you know, and that was it. Because I know. If you know what's in there, wallahi, you be very careful. This leadership is not easy. It's the most difficult thing. Public leadership is not easy. So, wallahi, if I see people like Usain Yolteng, subhanallah. This is a man that used to pay his kids' school fees. Okay? In Europe. Yeah, Fendafel. That's Usain Dabo's daughter. Speaking of the biological kids are strangers when their political people come. Exactly. So do no, Saja, I understand. You know, either I'm in a position of leadership or not, I assume that responsibility. Naturally, it doesn't matter what comes on my way. If people coming from Geopolitical today, tomorrow, if I tell anything, I'll go. If they need whatever from it doesn't matter to me. Whether I'm in this position or not, UDP works come, we do it. It doesn't matter to me. That's just how I am. My activities are all over Gambia. Basenkol is that they have something that I've done with them before. fast it doesn't matter. So we are basically freelancers. I don't need that kind of position. It's okay. Leadership is not about title. It's about what you do and what you believe. Okay, and how you care about the people that you lead. You understand? So the titles is just it's okay. But yeah, Fenda just summed it all up here. I'm sure she also went through this before. So it's not an easy thing. So young people might think, okay, I'm anti-young, blah, 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 no. I have my, I think this is a good time. This is also a good opportunity to explain certain things here. Some misconceptions about me. And when it comes to leadership of youths and things like that. I don't miss my words. I have my beliefs and I will, I'll put them across. You don't have to take them. I don't have to convince you. I don't even like convincing people. I just tell you this is what I believe. It's up to you. You can go sleep over it. If you okay with it, that's fine. You don't have to believe what I believe. I don't have to also believe what you believe. But it's incumbent upon me also to tell exactly why I'm, I have certain kind of beliefs and why I think that's the way things should be. Okay, it doesn't have to be that way. I know some people, I hear comments like, yeah, they think they own the party. They think their father, blah, blah, blah. And every time I say something, they bring my father. Please don't do that. I don't talk about my father. I can talk about here the whole month. I don't write about my father. I don't, he struggled. I don't do that. I don't hold on to people's coattails. I am myself. Okay? Since 2001, I've been, trying my best for this thing because I really believe it. Yeah, you understand? So it's not just about... So every time I speak, I have disagreement or difference of opinions with somebody else. They'll bring this whole, I'm like, what are you talking about? Who even bring up this farting here? So I personally I'm not a big, like I said, if youths want to do the Pastef route, wallahi, I'm all for it. Yeah, start from somewhere. Build yourself. Stop this whole bugali yomba thing. Ready-made, that cannot happen. I know we are used to that. We are used to being at home, Senegal, there's no ain. Senegal youths, they don't get ain. My auntie is there, his kids, her kids, nobody, everybody fend for yourself. But here we are so used to this pampering thing. We think everything should be given to us. I don't believe that when it comes to leadership. You are a youth, you want to do something, fight for it. Go in the trenches, go and talk to people. Fight. From the, like sell your ideas. You're not happy with the leadership, it is not, you don't have to go and castigate pie. These past have been making their bones when you were in diapers. So like, don't go there. You don't like it, go and try something. Okay? Create something. That's what Pastef did. That's what Jomai and people did. They didn't sit here, oh, this is a sec, blah, blah, blah. Khalifa Sallah, dara. That's not your problem. You don't like Khalifa Sallah? You don't like Idrissa Seck? Go and create your own movement. And that's what Pastef did. Within 9 years, they entered State House. 9 years is not a lot. UDP did it for 27 years. we didn't go yet. Well, we had a slight chance, Adama messed it up. But yeah, these things takes time. Macky Sall, he started, he got kicked out of cabinet. He got fired as prime minister or whatever, minister of finance, and he started his own thing. You saw his photos, nice, ugly half-time, during the campaign, sweating everywhere, struggling. He never thought he was going to make it. Against who? Against Karim Wada and all these people? No, he was a no guy. No, he was not like a popular guy. But Macky Sall also did his thing. When they fired him, he didn't come and say, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. He went and found his own thing. He saw Idrissa Seck, he saw Khalifa Sall, he saw this, Usman Tanoj, all these people who were there since Tami Jawara. Okay? But he didn't follow them. He went and formed his own thing. He won. That's what you do. So you don't just come here castigating people. It's time for this time. There's no time for nothing. There's time for you to get up and work. Yeah, there's plenty of time. There's 2 years to go. Yeah, but to come and just sit here and then act like everything was gonna be just handed over to you, that's a flawed way of thinking, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. So we should take these lessons from 𝒕𝒊𝒏. I think this is the biggest lesson 𝒕𝒊𝒏 should teach Gambians: patience, hard work, perseverance, and commitment to what you believe, no matter what insults or labels or ridicule or accusations they throw at you. Because 𝒕𝒊𝒏, they've heard everything. To Gambia, UDP, I think what we hear is tribalism, aggressive. They say we're aggressive, we're tribals, we are Manika party, and what again? Arrogant. Yeah, I heard arrogant. I heard loud. At least nobody said we are terrorists. And nobody accused our party leader of being a rapist. So, alhamdulillah. But 𝒕𝒊𝒏 got worse. They got called everything. They got called rebel, Jola separatists. They got called tribalists. They got called terrorists. They got called, like, they were accused of not having setting. Setting less, because Senegal, you cannot be setting less. You have to have setting. Either Tivaouane or Touba or Medina Bay. One of these three. If you fall out of these three, you are like, this guy is not safe. Okay? So they went through all these stages and they didn't budge. They didn't fold. They didn't succumb. They didn't run away. Like scared and every little tone. Oh yeah, no, stop talking about it. Forget it. If somebody comes to you, see, my philosophy is when you come to me with this nonsense, this I know you're a smart guy. I talk to you, and then you start bringing your reasons why, and then I can easily smell where you're going. So when you tell me certain things, I know this is why you're being so resistant. Because I ask you, what exactly is it that you don't agree? What I usually expect from you is, okay, I don't agree with your agriculture policy. You say you're going to spend 10% of our national budget on agriculture, blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's too early because we don't have that kind of money. If we do that, education is going to suffer, blah, blah. These are the kind of intelligent discussions I like to hear when politics is concerned. When I say UDP, I want you to tell me, hey, send plan, send 5-point agenda about creating blah, 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 how many millionaires a year. Ask me that. Then we can talk. This is what I expect. When we disagree, they say, okay, no, UDP no good. UDP want to spend all my money on this, making millionaires, and they're going to make their friends millionaires. I can understand the argument, yeah. When Dabo say, I'm going to create millionaires, you could accuse me of and say, okay, yeah, Dabo should have a job Mokami. Maybe you have a point. Maybe that can happen, maybe not. Then we can discuss. This is how intelligent discussions take place. I want you to poke inside my programs and pinpoint. Doi. Okay, I'm gonna doi. They want to communalize farming. Nobody wants to farm. They come and do, jahal pachar, borom faro yip, jel sem faro yi, def. Once we harvest, you get a percentage. Government get a percentage. Maybe that's communism. Then you can start your argument. I'm not saying that's what's in Doi's plan. I'm just giving examples because they are, that kind of leaning. Then you poke into them. Have your disagreements, your debates. Why you come and tell me, hi, yeah, if we win. Okay, what? You expect me to talk to you? No, you are not. You are not ready. You're an idiot. Oh yeah, wow. So they want to convince me. I'm like, I'm not convincing you. Because you are not ready to be convinced. Your brain is not ready to be convinced. You don't know how to. Your brain is not even ready to observe the information I'm going to give you. I'm just wasting my time, wasting your time. So this is where our debate is. So if we are on that level, you accuse me. I mean, you poke into my programs. You have debates with me. Then we can talk. But just come out and say, boom, then I'm going to go radical on you too. Like, nope, it's not going to happen here. You want to go crazy? I'll go crazy. You want to talk sense? Then we talk sense. I'm not a believer on this whole, you try to take the high road and this guy is trying to be in the gutter. No. When they come to you nice and clean, okay, this is what I don't agree with you on this policy, blah, we can, but when you're a drip from nowhere, yeah, and they can try, boy, I was probably would have talk, probably have market. When he was forming UDP, well, he was taking leadership position, he was 40 something. How is he a market? Okay, so the thing is, these are the similarities that I see with PASTEF and UDP. UDP also, at some point in 1997, 96, of course, they also came together. The founding fathers, obviously, they saw a trend. They saw something, which they saw a bunch of military boys, 29-year-olds, right, running around. They said they're gonna run this country. They knew something was gonna go wrong. This is not gonna end well. They made a plan. They made a contingency plan to make sure they stop these military boys. You understand? That's how UDP came about. UDP came about to salvage this country from Masibo. They saw it. The young people, the kids at that time, I was in grade 7 or grade 6, whatever, I was jumping around, we thought it was fun and nice, but the elders knew this thing, it's not going to end well. Because they've seen examples of military dictatorship. Remember, Hussein did his bachelor's in Nigeria during the military dictatorship in Nigeria. So he saw how these things work. Gambians didn't know because this is our first time. So the UDP elders, again, just like PASTEF. PASTEF also came, they saw Maki. They knew Maki was different. The way you deal with Maki cannot be the way you deal with 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 or Abdijuf or Senghor. Those are human beings. Maki is crazy. They know Maki, if you don't stop him, he's going to go basically forever. 3rd time, 4th time, 7th time, it doesn't matter. Yes. So they saw something, they said, let's fight, let's stop this. Let's devise a new way. The old way cannot work. They devise a new way. Because in president of Dilkan, Senegal Fandaman President Menje. He's not your regular politician. Maki is very dangerous. Only Soko can tame him. And he did. So UDP also saw this guy. These boys, if we don't stop these people, so they devised a plan, which is the UDP. Put all our differences aside, NCP, PPP, GPP, blah, 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 come together and go after these people. Exactly, that's what they did. Started from scratch. They didn't say, oh, let's go to NCP, let's take leadership of NCP, let's go and hijack that guy's party. No. They came and formed something from scratch. New constitution, new books, everything. They say, we believe in this, we'll fight this, we'll take this message to the country and convince people. They did. Abene Mendareata, Liparo, accusations, exile, everything. Everything that they came with, they took it in good faith for 22 years. PASTEF were lucky, they were 9 years. And, successful. We went 22. At the combination of everything, when success came, by the time success was just about to come, our leader got in jail. Just like Sonko also, by the time success was really close, boom, he was eliminated. Next guy up, who believed in the project. Next guy up, Adam Barrow. He was our treasurer, so he must have believed in the project. He came next and became president. Boom. Just like Jomai, from nowhere. 3 months, 4 months, but also 3 months, right? October, November, December, January. Boom. So basically the same story. So both sides went to a junction. They were confronted with a historical reality. What do we do here? This guy is confronting Macky Sall, a whole different animal. This guy confronting a 29-year-old kid with a gun. Abnormal situations. So you have to do abnormal way of politics. So that's why UDP politics was never like NCP politics. So we had accusations like, oh yeah, they're aggressive. Well, we are going against a military guy. 29-year-old kid who's crazy. What do you want us to do? Sit there and be like Mother Teresa? No, we have to be, you know, that's how it is, from scratch. Nobody handed anything to Ousseynou, and then they were all young. See, they keep saying, oh yeah, young people. Yes, Ousseynou and all of these guys that you saw here today, you see them today, they were in their 40s, in their prime of their life. Why would Ousseynou Dabo risk 40-something, or when you're just about to enjoy life, why would you go and get into this nonsense, this politics, to save people? That takes a lot of sacrifice. At 40-something years old, yes, he was 40, barely 40. You know, people like Soros, and they were like in their 30s, or late, you know, early 30s. The boy said they can't. These are young people. Ibrahim was like, what, 16, I think. You know, my mother said Dabo, all these people, you know. My dad and them, they were barely 50 at that time. Abu Karamba Gassama, Buwa Samura, you know, all of these people, they are young people. Don't look at them now, oh no, they were, when the country needed them, they were young. So you screaming, young. Yes, they were young. They took this opportunity, they took up this challenge when they were young, when they should be enjoying life. They were young. They were like right around the young age, 44, 43, 42, 45. Boro Suso, Dr. Sise, all these people. Amadou Sane. It's not like they were like some, you know, old men in 1996. No, they are young. I know you don't hear this kind of things because nobody, you know, we don't talk about this. You know, we don't talk about these kind of things like that. Sometimes you forget that these people were once young, and they were doing this when they should be enjoying their life. What was Ousseynou doing in 1996 when UDP was getting formed? He was enjoying his life, enjoying his Olympics in Atlanta. Which Gambian goes enjoy Atlanta Olympics games around the world? He must be really, you know, doing okay. I'm not gonna leave that for politics. I'm not a bit like Ousseynou. That's why when they came, a lot of people were like, no. What? Kill myself? Military? No. People scream here, you know, when they, oh, where our all our fathers sacrificed for them. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. You can say that. But it's not backed by evidence. Yeah, people like, at the prime of their life, 40-something, right around 40, you know, mid to late 40s, their life changed. Facing the barrel of a gun for 22 years, every day, going home. You don't know if you're going to get home. You don't know if you're going to reach home. You don't know who's going to pick you up at night. Nobody is secured. They know you're home. They can come at night and pick you. You know? I remember one time when my dad went to Janjambure, Yabula, Yasamana Sokono, Sudo Tafi, you know, all of these things. Imagine this trauma, living through this in your prime. So when I hear the scream about young, like, yeah, they were young. Just like Jomai. So 20 years from now they'll be like, oh, Jomai, Rafa Market. Eh, Jomai talk. Nasonko talk. But Senegalese will talk. Will you cool on it? You cool on it, you alone when you make Kuchakan. But in Tolaja Dinol, will man Kalank. They're just very indisciplined people, you know, and the way they even dismiss this old man, like, eh, napa living there, napa doy, napa daba johe, daba johe. Who the hell are you? Who are you? You know johe? Why can't you just go and create your own thing? What is stop? Are you handicapped? Are you better than Jomai and Sonko? You have to work. You have to struggle. Yeah. You know, you struggle, even the Baro Youth thing. Because I'll tell you something about Baro Youth. This whole same attitude, it's almost destructive. Same attitude in 2017, October. I remember I came from New York to see the president in November. Sorry, September. Yes, so October. I was on Facebook and I saw this photo. of UDP, boys and girls in La Parisien, right? So in the corner, but I meet one like thinking and cricket ka follow ka fay baro youth for Malangadi. Okay, what youth? I'm like, what are you guys doing here? We have a youth being of the UDP. There's nothing wrong with it. We have Pamali Simunyasi there. We have this guy, Lami Cham. All of these people, they were there. But these youths, all forgetting people. No, alam baro japale, baro naka fasa, baro fasa, unko baro fasa. Dumala baro fasa la kata mi UDP. Nzobi ya luulu mbeki mikelo online dan nimu bekelda. Nim farka manyo kuyada, nim banka mano kuyada, nim papa mo jo kuyada. Aja, na friendsol. Because I baro ko, ka baro defend. Ina da ko ha man karam ko alta jana. Amang ga amari non ko alta jana nga kubeke. Yeah. Ako sa ato kana kafolo men nyanda baro fasa. Ko what kafolo yid. Ado ko look. Okay. Ko look. This is very simple. Ko na nothing. It looks like my internet, because I was using data and I have to switch to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a bit slow, so I don't know. Now I'm not thinking I will just cut it out, you know what I mean? Why is Rambo working with his malams? Anyway, so I not thought process be dinyo. So yeah. Well, when insist kanja, man nga fight. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. Na network ko better back. Na phone call banda. Anyway, are you guys hearing me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Hello. So Alinso one Alinso 1 second. Nga load up some data here. Then I can connect back to my, because the Wi-Fi is a bit tricky, so I have to load up some data. 1 second, okay? Okay. So are you is everything good now? Thank you. I have to recharge my my data. So yeah, back on that story. So like I said, the past story here. Well, we have to learn to work. You know, because that's what in Karandu. The good lesson that we can get from Pastor is, oh my God, sorry guys. Yeah, they taught us how to fight for what we want. And this is the if Gambian youths nganyinta. So nyajen kan baro youth from reference, because that was another key point in our history, that it was a turning point. So like I was saying, when I saw that meeting at the Senegal College, I called some of the guys. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? They go, well, yeah, we have this youth from Kwenying, Pulka Baro Sembentuya. Okay, because you are UDP Kwenying, yes. So we have a what do you call it? A youth movement. Sorry, no, youth wing of the United Democratic Party that has been functioning. It's well, it's fine. They just need reinforcement. They need new energy, new blood. Because Pamali Simunyasi was that time, I think he went to Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Lamin Chambe busy in Janako. So we need new blood, you know, pump new vigor. So I told you, just new youths that came to the party, and you know, with vigor, and you know, you think now it's time to go. You know, the euphoria is there. UDP is in the wing. Now let's just continue this sail. Okay, let's go and give power to the youth wing. You understand? Give them new vigor, new power, you know, new ideas. We get to the next stage. No, Fonsi, Nimola Bijang, you know, Malafina Kekomi, like I think whereas I'm like, nope, okay, what you guys are saying here is not true. I know where you guys are heading. At that time, people thought I was crazy. I'm like, nope. I knew exactly where this is heading. If you really truly mean, go and work with UDP. Prove yourself. Get out there in the villages, in the trenches, go with the youth wing, travel the country, do what Solo and all the people are doing. The tradition. Let's continue doing that. Let's go. The outreach programs, going to places, get some money, caravan, whatever, vans and things like that. Go to villages, change people's mind. Go to places that we were struggling before, like the forges and things like that. See if you can connect with the youths. You understand? Bring them to UDP. Let's get powerful. But no. Ani alon to keno la fengeta kirikara. Hay alon mbe ponyum persona e fendila. Ndo fana sita nga kidimani je. That's happening anyway. We are still kidimani the president. If he goes out, everybody will come out. So why the need for this group? These youths. Kufulan iman pare do wala. Kokuya. They want quick success, they want quick ascension to power. To take their time and then follow the footsteps of Solo Nyoling, Lamin Cham Nyoling, Papa Malik Nyoling, come like, what the work they've done, continue that work and make the party grow, understand? And we all get together and make Adamos reign a success. Hanida, they want this fat, tough. Managana. Philip, yeah, I think they started morphing. Demandama ifan saba ha ngere tan complain start ha nyeman to danku darajan fenga ko tara useni me danku mala nyari karman kateng among entertain all these small excuses, anger came, blah boom, before you know Barrow youth. December 2nd, Barrow was at the buffer zone with the big t-shirt, stomach bulging out. Barrow youth Kachaband. That's it. Since that day, Gambia man carry the problem because the project was finished. The project was damaged because of youths. From that platform, Barrow Youth, the platform went demand. Then the elders started coming. The hungry elders. Boom. They replaced Barrow Youth with what? With Barrow Fans Club. The Barrow Fans Club, MPP. Boom. Exactly what I was telling them. They cannot fool people like us. You understand? So what happened? Then Ansunyo started having Bob Kerajana, then this kid Falang Kebalang, pick up all the prom. Before you know it's over. Now they've gone, they've all disappeared into their own lives, right? Then now we are left with MPP. Now we are here. Yep, this is the legacy. This is it. So we need to look at these things critically. They are, for me, I don't really care. My stance are very clear. They're not hypocritical. I don't hide behind things. I don't go behind them. They have a clear man. We need to start working. For Nikel, I'll do work. If you're not satisfied with somebody, like I said, when Sonko wasn't satisfied with the Idrissa Seck or the system that was going on, he didn't blame Idrissa Seck, he didn't blame Khalifa Saleh, he didn't blame nobody. He just went. Hello? Okay, I hope, can you guys hear me? Hello? Okay. I hope you guys are hearing me now. Okay, fine. Sorry, I had a call. Not phone. I could have just blowing up, So I think I need to go soon. I have somebody I need to go meet. So I'll probably just kind of summarize things and wrap it up. It's just it's a impromptu meeting. I mean, Facebook Live by this whole happenings that took place in Senegal in this past few days. And some of my personal opinions about certain things. So I think I'll be coming here another time to frequent once in a while to shed light on issues that are happening, misconceptions, maybe misunderstandings. Sometimes people see me do certain things or act certain way. I mean, not, but like have certain ideas or certain ways of looking at things. It's better sometimes, you know, I explain in detail why I'm going that way, why I'm doing this, why I'm saying that. So most I understand that way. They don't sit there and look at you like you're crazy, or you know, you just trying to, you understand, be a troublemaker. I'm not, you know. I'm and when I say certain things, I will tell you why I am, you know, thinking along these lines. And usually time will tell. Maybe I'm wrong, but time will define them. And by history, I've been right a few times. Yeah. So yeah. So we are getting close to, you know, that time again. You know, the elections, things will happen. Changes are going to happen. It's human nature, you know. But what I can tell Gambia youths, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, we are all youths. Youths used to be youths. When they were taking up this mantle, they were in their 40s. You know, they are young. You know, like most boys were young. You know, all of these people were young. They had a life. You know, they sacrificed all that stuff for what they believed in. Sonko did the same thing. Jomai did the same thing. They sacrificed. They didn't sit there and expect somebody to give them opportunity. Like I said at the beginning, opportunities are never given. They are taken. They are grabbed. And that is just nature of life. Nobody's going to hand anything to you. I am just being blunt about it, but that's nature, because we are not used to that. You understand? Most Gambians are not used to like just hearing it like it is, and I'll tell you. So it's a good thing. Like I said, what happened with Senegal, the lesson is they've worked hard. They believed in what they believed in, and they went after it. And to me, that lesson is very similar to what UDP did. So that's why I made that post the other day. I said, what 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 learned from UDP. We all, our formational our formational history is very, very similar. We all went to a point in life or a point in time in our history that things change. Things have changed, or they're about to change, or we've confronted a reality that we needed to take a second look at. And then, you know, like in our situation, we confronted a military dictatorship, you know, by some 29, 30-year-old kids, young boys, who wanted to take us to a destination that we don't want to. Elders, again, like 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒍, you know, Jallow Sane, Bolon Sonko, Colonel Samsila, you know, all this pioneer, you know, Asamusa Kamara, they saw what was happening, okay? And then they came up with the idea, and then the youths took it over. Who are the youths at the time? Zero. They were in their 40s. They had a life, family, money. They didn't need to do all this, but they put everything on the line. Youths. So let's emulate that. Let's work. Let's believe in something and work hard for it, and not expecting people to hand over things to us. I think it's a very what do you call it? Entitled mindset that we need to fight across the board. There's a lot of entitlement my mindset in Gambia, and it's, I don't know, it's part of our culture or something. But we need to do better. We need to do better on that. And the reason why I also mentioned the Barrow youth thing, how it derailed our progress, done by the youths who were impatient, didn't want to work hard, didn't want to try, didn't want to sow seeds. They just want to come to the plate, boom, grab the meat, all these people that formed that Barrow youth movement at that meeting, that October 2017, 90% of them, maybe Kebala for one, that's the one in Parliament, nominated member. He's the only one I can remember. Everyone else, I don't know where they are. They did all this mess, they went, and then now MPP is enjoying. Sitting there around the country. The one that, I remember when the day that they invited Sidin Jai at Senegal Hall, they took Sidin Jai's hand, you know, bring him on the stage. Sidin Jai came, blah, blah, blah. He hold the mic. Wow, man, do my UDP by Aram Barola. Do my go up in Kuroma? You see? These signs were there. Man, around the more you were around Barola. What kind of language is that? You know, say, look at Sidin Jai. These people, These people invited 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔. These kids, 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒄𝒄 and 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒄𝒏. They invited him. Now he's their boss. Because they came and they messed up the project. Youths. Yeah. So you cry youths. Well, this is not far history. This is just right here. 5 years ago, 7 years ago. That's how it started. But without Baro Youth, there's no Baro movement. There's no the Baro Fans Club. There's no MPP. That's the catalyst. That's where it started. Youths again. So this youth thing is a problem. We really need to look at ourselves properly. Yeah, we are not helping. We are not helping. The history, the evidence is not really in our favor. Yeah. So Anyway, I have a bunch of calls coming in. I need to get out of here. I have to go meet somebody. But I will endeavor to come back when there's issues that I really want to get out of my head. I'll come here and share it, and see, and then see, how we're gonna enrich our conversations. You know what I mean? We'll disagree. We'll have different opinions. But it's healthy, to come out and say what you feel, and maybe one or two people are sitting there like confused about certain things. Because when I say here, you said it was a youth, youth one. I'm like, oh, hold on, what do you mean youth? Because in your head, Hussein has always been an old part. I remember in 1996, the campaign slogan for Yajama was, we need young boy, young man. We don't need old pa. Imagine, Hussein was in his mid-40 maybe. They call him old. So psychologically, that kicked in. So now, you see Hussein, you think old. When he was just 40-something, my age. So you see, psychology. So that continued. So now every time they can hear, oh, yeah, Pabi talk. People think Hussein is like 100 years old. I think it's not even. But this is the power of propaganda and having control of the entire media for 22 years. It's very dangerous. It's just like this last 10 years or whatever, we have started having Facebook and media open up. But at some point, we were like North Korea. We don't have anything. Only one person was speaking. People forget all these things too. They say, oh yeah, Fatah 4 times a minute. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Can we discuss how Nakala Tawe, what condition? This guy was talking against military killers, murderers, Salbajinyon. And you're saying he with total control of the country, the media, the government apparatus, the vehicles, everything. The TV, newspapers, total control. Immigration, the border, everything. IEC, everything was and you keep saying, oh, I've done 4 times. How? Why don't you tell us how done and under what circumstances? Who would even risk their life at that time to stand against in election? Because it's risky. Nobody wants to do it. So you keep saying I've done 4 times, 5 times. Okay, under what condition? You never talk about that. A condition that you yourself, we know Gambia that in those days, if you call somebody American, why, don't mention that guy's name. Telephone. Condition bobu non barot nakay usunu taxaw di contre ya jame famille pétas jël naka sa permit ñu di ko jox permit mu ne by force mu def meeting yobbu ko mayal tu just to have a meeting Sarakunda fi. You guys don't, I'm sorry the name family even escape your heads now. This is the reality. We need to go and read our history, know what happened here. In the channel good jam mom for the jam be fair in someone in jam. I'm gonna fair than you. You understand? You know what I mean? Anyway, the other continue. We're just starting. We'll have discussions, inshallah. We'll expand the discussion. Thank you. Allah barak. We'll talk another time. Not about you, bank and back. Bye.